We're just taking this really calmly. Let's make it sound like we're on NPR. Like, well, I'll just be like really close to the mic and just be like, coming up next, talking about his new mosaic made from Snapple fact lids. We've got a local artist who donates to us.
Let's not do that.
Donate to NPR.
Let's not do that.
Thank you.
Let's not do that.
That's my weird radio host voice.
What is this accent that you're doing?
It's a standard American accent.
Okay.
For humans.
Alright, guys. So.
In reality. Okay, I was way too close to the mic. In reality, hello and welcome to episode 9. Wow.
Wowza.
Of 10 for 10. What episode 10 is going to be? So many 10s in a row.
No.
So excited now.
Number 10 of just several lists. We won't say anything else on the list, just the 10th.
Episode 11 should be ranking every episode that has come before it.
No. Oh my god, no.
No. Anyway, I am one half of the hosts here at 10 for 10. I am Dan, always joined by...
Me.
Who's that?
Jess.
Hello and welcome.
Ika.
Thank you. So, if you've not listened to the podcast before, or if this is the first podcast you're ever going to listen to in your whole life, thank you for choosing us. And, well, every episode here follows the general same format of one of the two of us ranking 10 things that we know a lot about or like a lot or something like that. And then we will present it to one another. It used to be that we kept the topic secret, but then we figured out that if the other person knows the topic a couple days beforehand, it actually makes for a better episode. So we're not doing that anymore. So, sorry if you really liked that dynamic. We didn't. It turns out that it's way better if we know.
I don't think they even really realized.
Yeah.
Whoever you are.
Before we get into this week's episode, last week's was all about the MCU in preparation for Infinity War. Mm-hmm. Jess and I have seen Infinity War twice now. Mm-hmm. 2 days in a row.
Excellent. I didn't cry because I was in too much shock, but...
Yeah. Both times?
Second time I got teary.
Mm-hmm.
At a point or...
Yeah, we don't want to talk about spoilers.
It was really good. Go see it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a great culmination.
And honestly, if you've missed some of the Marvel movies, it's okay. You'll still get what's happening.
Really, all you need to see is like Black Panther.
Not even.
Like Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, Black Panther. But I'm saying, like, all of them, it's like, it's okay if you've seen, like, 10 out of the however many.
I would say, like, the essential 3 would probably be Civil War, Ragnarok, and Black Panther. Like, maybe Doctor Strange, but I don't know.
Not even.
Just to get the better gist of like who he is, because he just straight up shows up. I thought it was a really good culmination of 10 years of work. It really shows that all that time and effort has paid off to have such a satisfying like climax.
Mm-hmm. 13-year-old me is real happy.
Oh yeah, I guess
you were
13. I was 12 when they started, so you were 14.
When did Iron Man come out?
Oh, May. So you would have been 13, yeah. Right? I don't know.
May of what?
2008, yeah.
I was...
14.
13. You were 11.
Right, I was 11.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was 2 months before your birthday, a couple months before mine.
Right, because it's just 10 years minus how old I am right now, because it's 10. I'm an idiot.
Yep. It's okay. You tried.
But... it was just really good. It kind of just shows how, again, I feel like I just rag on them so much.
This episode isn't about Marvel, though.
I know. It just shows how poorly DC handled theirs.
Okay,
and
but there's also
how good
however
Marvel's
many
was.
years of work.
And it's also on track to be the biggest opening weekend of any American film. It's taking over Force Awakens, but what does it really matter, because both of those are owned by Disney, so they're just breaking their own record.
Living it up.
It's kind of scary.
All right, so it's my turn.
Yes, so do you have a theme song to start us off?
A song about animals.
Animal by Neon Trees.
Oh.
Perfect.
No. I meant like Old MacDonald.
Oh.
Had a farm.
I mean, I know what you're doing. Is it?
What did he have on that farm? Let's start number 10, a platypus. This is my top 10 animals that I really like and hope to meet one day.
So the specific qualifier is that you want to meet them, not
I
just
have never, I've seen at like a zoo, but I would like to meet these animals. Just meet them.
What merit are you ranking them on?
How much I want to meet them. Yeah, there's a lot of cute ones. Not too many cute ones. Some of them are like vicious. Very powerful. Because I think the ones that you would want to meet actually aren't on this list. There's a few that you might want to meet, but I don't think they would make your top 10.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever do just top 10 animals.
No.
I think I would have to break it down into like insects, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals,
sorry, there are no insects
et
on this list.
Aw.
All right, anyway, so number 10 is a platypus.
A duck-billed platypus.
Shout out to Perry the platypus. Yeah, they're described as a hodgepodge of different animals.
By what?
The duck, beaver, and otter.
No, who describes them?
National Geographic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and people in general.
You gotta give that credit. We don't want to get done
no,
for
but like
plagiarism
also like if
here.
you look at it, so they're just kind of fascinating. I like them. They don't have teeth, so they're kind of like hamsters that they store food in their cheeks, but they also pick up gravel with their bills so that they can use that to help mash their food since they don't have teeth. I think that's cool. The guys are venomous.
I knew that actually.
Fucking wild.
Like lethal or just like you would get sick
You
if
would
you
get
got
sick. I'm sure you could die, but I'm sure there's
like only like little children are at risk of that probably.
It's kind of weird, but also fascinating because they have folds of skin that can cover their ears and eyes when they're like in the water, so water doesn't get in, so they have a better time swimming.
So weird. They're such a
They're Australian.
Of course they are. Oh, I thought that they were on other continents.
They're from Australia, I'm sure so they are one of 2 mammals that lay eggs.
What's the other one?
Honestly, I was about to search that, and then I got distracted while I was babysitting, and then I never found that out. So, Dan, if you want to hop on that train and find that out. But yeah, and their eggs hatch within 10 days of being...
Oh, that's not very long at all.
Yeah. Slightly over 10. So let's go with 8 to 12 days.
That's so weird. All right, so a strike from a toxic platypus spur can kill a dog, but not really a human.
I think it can just, like, get you sick.
Mammals that lay eggs.
At least from what I found, they're one of 2.
Oh, the other is the echidna.
Ah.
That's what Knuckles is from Sonic. He's an echidna.
Okay, well...
Should we bring back the
number
Ugandan
10
Knuckles meme?
That's really all I have to say about number 10. I like them. I think they're really cute, and watching Phineas and Ferb made me really love Perry the platypus.
So you want to meet a female platypus?
Yes.
Or maybe just like a baby or something.
I don't want to die. But speaking of Sonic, number 9,
a hedgehog.
is a hedgehog.
Oh, what a good transition. I didn't even plan that.
He didn't even know. I like them. I think they're so goddamn cute. I love them, okay?
Wait, you never met a hedgehog? I've met a hedgehog.
What situation?
One of my classmates from high school had a hedgehog, so I met...
They weren't my friend.
I'm pretty sure that this person brought this hedgehog to your place. Oh, she brought it to your place of work because my
your sister was working and they
there.
were friends.
So that's when I got to meet the hedgehog.
Yeah.
It was adorable.
They get their name because, they have peculiar methods for hunting food. Like they like
hog hedges.
They specifically look under like hedges and like small like kind of like bush and like stuff like that. So hedge comes from the fact that they hunt under hedges a lot, and they make pig-like noises when they're hunting. That's where you get the hog from.
Oh, what do they
sound
eat?
like little pigs.
Are they carnivorous?
Insects, worms, mice.
Oh, Jesus,
they
are.
eat snakes.
Cool.
So I really love them because, guys, snakes terrify me.
Let me see if I can find a hedgehog sound.
Goddamn Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. They have really bad eyesight, but that means that their hearing and smell is like a higher sense for them, and they use it to aid them when looking for food and hiding from predators. And to hide from predators, they curl into a prickly and unappetizing ball so that they won't get eaten. Which, like, story of my life, just, like, roll up into a ball.
So that's a hedgehog.
We don't have one here.
And you hear like a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why they sound like pigs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that they're just like, when they hear something like coming to try to eat, they're like, no. And they just roll up and they're like, look ugly, don't look good.
But unlike a porcupine, it's not really that dangerous to get, like...
No, it can hurt. It can hurt, and they can penetrate, like, your skin.
Yeah, but, like...
They can detach, but...
No worse than, like, one of those little spiky ball things that fall off the trees and hurt you.
Yeah.
That way.
I like animals that can curl up. Like, I also like the armadillo. It's not on my list, but, like, I like how they can just curl up into, like, a perfect ball.
Yeah.
They're a really old creature.
You can't
I said
break
it's like
that.
you can't.
I'm pretty sure it's watertight.
Open. Yeah, it is. They will only open on their own choice. But so the moms.
I'm sure if you like threw it at a wall really hard, it would probably crack it.
Willpower. But yeah, so when it comes to like mating and their babies and all, so the moms protect the babies more because the males will like obviously help in the mating, but then they will like prey on the younger ones and try to kill them or
like
something.
A hamster.
Yeah, but also sometimes the moms eat them if they feel like their nest is being threatened. If like they can't like move them to a safer spot, they'll just eat their young.
So it's like
as kind of like
a mercy killing.
I think so. But yeah, but it's not as common for the ladies to eat their babies. And the thing with the males is it doesn't matter if it's their own young or another baby hedgehog. They'll just be like, "Hey, let me get a bite of that."
Ew. I don't like cannibalistic animals. Yep. They weird me out.
It's gross. We know someone who had 2 hamsters. It was a brother and sister. They each had their own hamster, and they walked in one day. The one hamster's head was just gone because the other one just ate it. Nasties.
Ew.
Some animals are nasty. But speaking of animals that I love, number 8.
That was not a good segue.
I know. It's a bobcat.
Do you have like any fun facts about these things?
No, those are just kind of my facts that I like about them.
I actually know of a sanctuary near us.
Can't you not? I thought that you couldn't own a hedgehog here.
Yeah, you technically can't. In
good old PA.
The person I know who owned it illegally. Yeah,
Did
they
you
had to get it from
them?
New Jersey, I think.
Oh,
like
well, of course, New Jersey. Of course, New Jersey would let anything happen.
But there's a sanctuary near us. I don't know if you can necessarily meet the bobcats, but it's less rigid than like a zoo in terms of meeting the bobcats, actually. Or, I mean, you can just go up to like the Poconos and they live in the wild there. I mean, it's far more dangerous to meet them, but there's a good amount of them, but they're very hard to find. They're very good at being like, yeet, get away from me. I got to meet, not necessarily meet, but at least see an animal that I've always wanted to see in the wild.
What was it?
While I was scuba diving, it was pufferfish in Jamaica.
A pufferfish.
It was fantastic. That's like I went under the water and I was like, I want to either see a shark or a pufferfish. These are just the 2 things that I want to see.
I'd love to
it doesn't
see
have to be a big shark.
I didn't put a shark on this.
But
all
like
my animals are pretty much land.
Even just like a tiny little nurse shark. I just want to see a shark or a pufferfish. And
shark.
like we were just getting towards the end and I was swimming and we were like 50 feet under.
I didn't go because I pass out a lot and it seemed like a scary place to pass out.
Yeah, and
So, yeah.
it is. Someone in our group freaked out a little bit when they first went under, so. But it's so calm once you just get over that fact that, like,
yeah, but it literally said if you pass out frequently, you shouldn't do this. And like, guys, I do that. It's a condition.
I just saw him swimming away, and I was like, it's pufferfish. And he wasn't puffed or anything, because he didn't feel threatened. But it was just so cool.
Was it Mrs. Puff?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know enough about them to tell the gender.
Or was it the one in Finding Nemo? Or the one from Shark Tale? What a great movie. Anyway, so bobcats. They are nocturnal. So that's why, again, it is harder to see them because they're usually
most
asleep
cats
in
are.
a cave and hiding. Yeah, guys, I freaking love cats. So naturally I have a type of, like, wild cat out here. They're 2 times as big as regular house cats, so you can't snuggle them as easily. They're very closely related to the lynx.
Oh yeah, I like lynxes.
They're cousins, you know.
Well, I mean they're all cats, so
yeah, no, but like they are
family.
very closely related.
Oh, cool.
Some are like further away. And they're named for its bobtail, which I didn't quite understand. It's like, it looks like it's cut.
Yeah.
Apparently, like,
They do have nubby tails.
So that's why it's called a bobcat. I don't really...
I honestly probably could not tell the difference between a bobcat and a lynx.
No.
I'm going to look up both right now on Google Images and see what I can...
Cool thing, though. They can cover about 10 feet in one pounce.
That's pretty lit.
So it helps them to catch their prey because they don't have to just, like, run after them and make a lot of noise. If they jump, they're in the air for, like, 10 feet and they can just, like, land right there.
That's like, I think lions can jump like 36 feet or something insane. That's like the longest recorded in terms
They
of
are
counts.
able to kill prey that are much larger than them, like up to 2 times as large, but they usually go for smaller rodents and things like that, like rabbits and rats, mice, all that good stuff.
So like my cat.
Yeah, they're able to kill things larger than them, but I think just to make it like easier and like population-wise, they're like, go for the rabbits. There's like, they... have so many. There's so many of them.
They breed like
rabbits.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're gonna say?
I was just gonna kind of like just trail off.
Don't you remember there was that game on addictinggames.com called like, oh my, what was it? It was like Happy Rabbit, and literally the whole point was just to make the rabbits have as many babies, but then don't let them escape. It was weird. Addicting Games was a weird website.
I wasn't allowed to use Addicting Games because it...
Did you go on MindJolt?
No, I wasn't allowed to go on any of them because they put so much like spyware and like Trojan viruses on your computer. My parents wouldn't let me.
I went on MindJolt all the time at school before they like, would be able to like see what you're doing at study hall. Anyway, so they when it comes to their babies, they do raise them up to like 9 to 12 months after their birth, but then they just kind of leave them. They're very solitary. They don't like hunt in packs or anything. They like to be alone. The only time they're ever like really with another one is if they're young or if they're gonna mate. The guy leaves like right away.
Yeah, that's like the snow leopard, if I remember rightly from watching Planet Earth 2 in 4K HD. That in that one it was like a mother and I believe a son or maybe a daughter.
Anyway.
And it was just like they were just together even though the daughter was a lot older just because like the father had left and like it was such a dangerous environment. Yeah. But still they like ended up splitting up.
Yeah.
It's just so sad.
Yeah, but that's what happens. And many animals. It's like once they're of a certain age then it's like, okay,
humans just take a while to do it.
Even so, like, we still...
One day the bobcat mom put down the bobcat child and then never picked it up ever again.
Or saw it ever again. But yeah, I like them just because you know my love for cats.
Yes, I do.
And they're basically just big, fluffy cats.
Jess, you love pussy.
They would try to kill me.
We know this.
Stop. They would probably try to hurt me. But they're just
kill
really
me
cute.
for that.
Yeah, I will. I just really like them and I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. Also, I feel like I might have seen one in the wild.
Where?
We had friends who had like a house in the Poconos, and we went up to like stay there, and I think there may have been one just like outside the house one night. But then also at that same Pocono, at that same house one time, a pack of mountain lions were like in their backyard at one point, and they said it was very scary. Because mountain lions are fucking terrifying.
Nice. Big cats.
And so is Penn State.
All right. Would you like to meet a bobcat?
Yeah.
In like a safe environment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
I'd like to meet basically any animal.
Cat.
Except for maybe like large snakes.
Oh, I never want to meet a snake, guys. Ever.
You've never even touched a snake.
Why would I want to do that?
They feel really good.
Ew.
Like, they don't feel how you think they feel.
Mm-mm. I don't think that they feel a certain way. I just don't like them. Okay?
I think that you're just being discriminatory because they don't have legs and they can't defend themselves.
There are other things. There are, like, some lizards that don't have legs.
That's a snake.
No. Like, it's classified as a, like, non-legged lizard.
I wonder how you classify that. Like, what the
Maybe
difference
it's how
between...
they, like, sliver weirdly, like, sideways.
Maybe lizards can actually, like, move on...
Why isn't a worm a snake?
On cashmere. Because worms
doesn't have a fucking face.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway.
Are worms insects?
I don't know. I don't like
Or are they like mollusks or something?
Ew. All right, so you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Number 7. Now, this animal shares 98% of our genetic blueprint. Daniel, what is it?
A monkey.
What kind?
A gibbon.
A chimpanzee.
Oh.
You
Wait,
just look
I
so
actually
disappointed.
Googled on Google.
What?
Are worms insects or mollusks? But the suggestion was, are worms insects or mammals?
What are they?
They are mollusks, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. So
Okay.
also includes slugs, scallop, octopi, and clams. That's a weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so chimpanzee, they're one of the animals that is most like us.
Yeah. they're
Specifically
pretty
out of like
great.
the different like types of like monkey, ape, chimpanzees are
That's what
right there.
Caesar is, right? In Planet of the
Yes.
Apes, they're chimpanzees.
Yes,
like all the
yes,
main
yes.
ones are chimpanzees.
They will walk on 4s, but they have the ability to walk on
Two legs.
two Legos. They use tools. They will sharpen sticks and such to catch insects and grub and like dig. They use stones to smash nuts and like open them. They use leaves to soak up water like sponges for them.
Yeah. I mean,
They're really smart.
who knows?
They
Maybe
can,
like
they can learn sign language.
in a couple million years, there'll be like kind
Planet
of
of the
two
Apes.
breeds of human on Earth.
That'd be fucking cool. Some
like
fuzzy
from
humans,
them.
some
Because I mean,
non-fuzzy
like that's what
humans.
like started us was just the use of simple
Yeah.
tools.
Yeah. They like to swing around the trees, and they usually sleep
That's a
and
dog
eat
barking.
in trees.
Yeah.
I would feel so. I wouldn't trust a tree. What if I roll? I move when I sleep. I'd roll
that
right
they
out
can-
of that.
I think they have like
Yeah.
really good like inner ear
And they probably like
balance and whatnot. They're cute.
they are really cute.
And they can communicate, obviously.
Yeah.
They can learn sign
yeah.
language. Actually, can chimps, or is that only a gorillas?
Gorillas and chimpanzees are two breeds that can learn sign language. So
Cool.
can orangutans.
And I think dolphins can communicate.
Yeah.
Obviously, they can't use sign language because they can't sign. But
Chimpanzees, they do stick together.
yeah,
So it's not like I have a baby, now you leave.
they have
Bye.
strong
They
familial
do
bonds.
stick together, yes. They travel together if they're moving.
Don't the babies hold on, like travel on the mom's backs, or is that? I'm thinking of possums. Never mind. Or
Anyway,
like all of them will go on
so
the back.
the ladies reach their maturity at 13 usually, and the dudes not till 16. Much like humans, girls
Yeah.
go through puberty much
quicker and earlier.
quicker and earlier. Well, guys, yeah, they are endangered.
I'm
so
still
that's
technically
sad.
going through puberty, even though I'm 21 years old.
Years old.
Men don't stop until they're about 25.
Yeah, they're endangered, so that's sad.
I didn't know that actually.
They're not like they're on like the endangered like scale.
Yeah,
They're,
they're
like-
at risk,
Yeah,
are they
they're
officially-
at risk. They're like close to like the
endangered
yeah.
classification.
They're getting there.
I'm happy that within our lifetimes, pandas have moved from endangered up to at risk because they finally started having sex with one another.
Look, they retire.
Well, pandas must be tired all the time.
I know.
There's a great bit by the comedian Jim Jeffries about how dumb pandas are and how we shouldn't even bother to help them if they can't even help themselves. And he's like, if you put me in a cage with anything within a month, I will want to fuck it.
Jesus Christ.
Like, if that's the only thing in the cage.
No thanks. But yeah, do you like chimpanzees other than like Planet of the Apes?
Well,
Would
they
you be
scare me.
interested in because of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Plus, like, since they have such an emotional scale, like, they can be kind of volatile, which is also a little scary. But
Yeah,
no, I think it's
I think they're really cool.
pretty fantastic that we can point to something and be like, we used to be this,
Literally that, especially 'cause
or
that
something
actually
very
is something.
close to it.
It's harder to point to like a dolphin and be like, yeah, that was me a couple, how many years ago? Chimpanzee, it's not as hard to picture
Yeah.
that that's where we came from.
I mean,
But yeah, but the fact that it's 98%.
you stick a chimpanzee
we are
and a 3-year-old in a
98%.
room, and there's not much
That-
difference.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so that's my number 7. You ready for number 6?
Yes.
This is a classic circus animal.
An elephant.
I've met an elephant.
Oh.
I have a picture
A
of myself
lion.
on an elephant. No. Close.
A tiger.
California sea lion.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
When
That's
are
like
there
their
sea
cliche
lions
name.
in the circus?
What?
When are there sea lions in the circus?
They're like the circus seal. Like the really slippery ones that like...
Well, that's
It's
more
actually
like
a sea lion.
like SeaWorld. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, anyway. So I like them. They're all like sleek and slippery, and they just look like if you hugged it, it would like you would like squeeze, and it would just whoop, pop right out of your arms.
yeah, like one of those little
They're all slick.
those like squishy things everyone had in like elementary school. They were like a cylinder, and it was like
Yeah.
just like impossible to hold it,
the
and you could
California
like stick your fingers in both ends.
I chose the California sea lion because other sea lions, they actually do have types of like manes,
Oh,
technically, but I like that they're just...
where did they get the name sea lion? Is it just because of the mane,
I
or is it
believe
like a
so.
behavioral?
I don't know,
thing?
honestly. I think it's just because like the mane, but California sea lions do not have that. They're sleek and slippery.
Okay. So,
Anyway,
so you like them because they're sleek and slippery, but they're basically just a really, really, really big snake,
No.
like a really thick snake.
No. Ew. Anyway, cool thing about them is they can, in the water, they can go up to 25 miles per hour.
So can I.
Really, can you?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I'll prove it.
You should, okay, let's go to a pool.
That reminds me of the time Michael Phelps raced a shark this past summer, and they were actually like, ooh, which one's gonna win? Michael Phelps with a dumb fin strapped to his legs, or the thing that spends every waking minute of its life in
Swimming.
the ocean?
But yeah, so you know how like they're always like chilling on rocks and like other like they like to chill on man-made things too, not just rocks, but you know
Yeah.
that they like to breed and give birth on those
On rocks?
on top of them, like you know,
I
like
feel like I knew that.
you know, like in like movies, if it's like a cartoon, they're always
Yeah.
just like basking
On
in
a
the
rock,
sun.
yeah.
Yeah, they like to breed up there.
Fun.
And the males try to have as many female sea lions around them as possible, and have as many pups to be like,
Yeah,
hey, look what I do.
Then they're called.
Look at what I do.
They're called the bull. Then, like, there's a bull
Yeah.
of a pack. I only know that because of Futurama, because of a Futurama episode.
Interesting.
And again, in Planet Earth, there's a really, really kind of sad segment about a mother sea lion and her cub, and they're just trying to find like a slab of ice or a rock to just like lay on. But like, since we're idiots and we're destroying their environment, like it was just they like couldn't.
There was nothing.
And like they just had to settle for like this tiny little thing, and it was just really, really sad segment.
Yeah.
And David Attenborough's like, if we don't do anything, they will be gone within 25 years. The sloth is a brilliant animal.
Okay, you can stop. So they do have their pups on land most of the time. They can have them in water if necessary, but it's usually on land.
Hey, so do humans. So.
Their ancestors include mostly the whales and the dolphins. That came from that weird mix of things. And
One day
like
a whale
few other
fucked a
things like
dolphin and
yeah.
sea lion popped out.
They got real powerful flippers. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know how like humans it's like, oh, like look at those powerful thighs. This is
Or
like those powerful
arms.
flippers. No.
So do you think they could like
Thunder
knock
thighs.
a man out with
I
their
would hope
flippers?
so.
Like if
eat-
someone's giving them grief, they just bitch slap them really, really
That'd
hard
be really cool.
right off the rock.
So they eat fish and shellfish, but they eat squid.
Oh yeah, I've seen a video of that. That's cool.
So they can slow
Just
their
like ink everywhere.
If they want to stay underwater for longer, they can like slow their heart rate so that they can stay underwater for up to 10 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like
So
they,
can
like,
I, but
You know how to slow down your heart rate.
and stay underwater for 10 minutes while going 25 miles per hour.
And their blubber insulates them in cold marine waters.
Again, I have another story. When I
I
was
just
in
keep thinking of Fairly Odd Parents.
when I was in
with the
elementary
blubber.
school, when we studied like just like northern animals and we were talking about blubber, we did like an exercise to show like how beneficial blubber is. So our science teacher had like a bucket of ice water, and we just put our hands into like a regular plastic like Ziploc bag and like put it in, and it was like, oh, it's so cold. And then she's like, but I'm gonna put all this lard in here, and then you put your hand in, and then you
did
like
that?
you stick it in, and you see, and it's like so warm. And then she realized after that like all of us were walking around with lard hands
all day
that she
at
should have
school?
just lined the inside, like put the Ziploc bag,
Or
filled it
giving
with
you
lard,
like a glove.
and then just put another Ziploc bag inside that.
Which
And
teacher?
it wasn't at Jenkintown.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was it
Yeah, it was at my old
B,
school.
D, or T?
BDT.
Science teachers.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Okay.
It was at my old school, but yeah, it was
No.
just a bunch of like first graders walking around with a ton of lard on their hands, like yeah. I'm pretty sure we tasted it too. 'Cause
Ew.
It just tastes like
Yucky.
bacon grease.
Yeah, well, I don't like bacon, so sorry, guys. But yeah, I don't know why, but blubber just makes me think of Fairly Odd Parents with Doug Dimmadome.
Blubber nuggets. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're cool. I really like them.
I think they're just neat.
I just think they're neat.
Yeah, they're a cool animal. You can definitely meet them, like at SeaWorld.
Oh
You
yeah,
could totally
but the
like.
thing is, like, I don't fuck SeaWorld.
Yeah,
you know?
SeaWorld sucks dick.
No,
but
like I want to meet them in a regular
wild.
place. In the wild.
where they will slap you and kill you
Yes.
and drown you
Murder me
for coming near
please.
their child.
Please, sea lions, murder me. All right, you ready for number 5? This one's large.
Blue whale.
No,
That's the largest animal to ever exist on
it
the earth.
spends 16 hours a day submerged in water because they're so fucking big. So they live in Africa.
Oh, a hippo.
A hippopotamus.
The most dangerous animal on the face of the planet.
Yeah. Now this one, I'm not saying I want to get up and close and personal. I want to
so
see
just
it from like a
just,
distance.
see in the wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need to be next to it. I'm frightened of it, but I still want to see one.
They're
They can
just
live-
so smooth.
They can live up to 40 years old,
Oh, that's cool.
which is really cool. They are known as the river horse because they spend that much time in the water. But literally because they're so big, they have to spend most of their day in water because they're like sweating so much that it
feel
hurts
that.
them. But they can hold their breath for 5 minutes underwater, and they're actually quite graceful in the water. At least that's what people say. I wouldn't know. I've never seen one.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a video
People
or
said
two
they're
of
like
that.
very just like graceful when like they're swimming or anything. But usually, since they're large enough, like the water that they in, like they don't go like super deep. They can stand while still having most of their body like submerged. And that's why their eyes and their nostrils are like so oddly like high up on their faces. It's so they can have like even their mouth submerged and still be able to breathe and see.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
They're very cool animals.
Yeah.
Does anything hunt them? Does anything bother hunting
I
them?
couldn't really find anything that did. They're just kind of, and they don't really bother hunting that much. They, in one night, because they leave the water to graze once it gets cooler out, they can eat up to 80 pounds of grass in one night.
So they're the real sea cow, not the manatee.
Yeah,
Is the manatee
I
just
would
a
say so.
poser?
sure, but they don't really live in the sea. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I guess manatees
Yeah.
do live in the sea.
So there was a myth about them that they sweat blood because how like they're like red and oily like on their surface, but it's just a oily substance that they secrete, and it acts as a sunblock and a moisturizer for their chapped skin.
I looked it up, and apparently big cats such as lions and other animals like hyenas and crocodiles are the most common predators of the hippopotamus,
Do they ever
particularly
succeed?
of the young or
Yeah.
sick individuals.
Speaking of the young, now these guys have the real babbies because they weigh about 100 pounds at birth.
Fuck me. Jesus
Babby.
Christ.
Yeah,
I was heavy, but
like ouch.
Not
Damn,
even.
you were like what, 9 pounds?
9 pounds 6 ounces at birth.
100 pounds.
Sorry, 9 pounds.
And they don't do C-sections, Daniel.
8 ounces actually.
Daniel, but do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I know.
They don't do C-sections.
I feel like you could do a C-section
Ouch.
for a hippopotamus. Like I feel
But like in the wild,
True.
they just shoot that thing out. Anyway, but cool thing about the babies, while they're young, they have the ability to close their ears and nostrils so that they can suckle on both dry land and underwater because they obviously have to be underneath the hippo. So
I hate the phrase suckle.
yeah, I know,
so
that's why I
much.
used it.
That's like
Because it's like, yeah, they can wait until their mom gets out of the water to eat, but they can close their ears and nostrils and all so that they can do it underwater. And they can chill under there for like 5 minutes at a time, come up for a little bit of air, go back under. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but that just reminds me of the producer of the Scooby-Doo movies as well as Wonder Woman. One of the producers is named Richard Suckle.
Oh, I remember that.
Dick
No,
Suckle.
I knew that you didn't like that word, so I kept it in there.
Oh, thank you. It just
for
weirds
you.
me out.
But no, but isn't that cool that they can just like be like, okay, time to go eat. That was me closing my ears and nostrils.
A human could try that.
Yeah, but you'd have to like try to like bend in a weird way to close. They literally can just like go underwater and be like and close them. I think it's cool. They can seal them.
Yeah.
That not conceal can.
I know. I got you.
Seal.
But they're hippopotamuses, not
I want
seals.
a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Boo.
Thanks.
No, I was booing myself.
Oh, thanks.
For my bad joke.
But yeah, their like jaw. Oh my god, like it can like snap shut and like just.
How many pounds of
murder
like force is that? Did you find that out?
Let me find out.
I'm beating you to it. Okay.
Hippo jaw strength. Stop. Slam their jaws shut with.
No, that's saltwater crocodiles. I'm looking at the same thing. How powerful is a hippo's bite? Hippopotamus, 1,821 pounds per square inch.
Fuck.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pretty cool though.
But a silverback gorilla, 1,300.
Oh shit.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can snap a human's back.
Yeah.
Like, easily.
Yeah.
Right? Did you know it only takes 7 pounds of pressure to take an ear off?
Can't, like, the average person technically break their pinky? Like, we have the strength to do it, but we just don't have the willpower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could break our whole arm if we wanted to.
Well, I know, but just be like, like, in a Harry Potter sequel, when Umbridge just breaks your little finger.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. What was the cool story?
We were talking about their jaws. And
their jaws.
Unhinging.
Let's see. Their babies are called calves.
True, they are kind of cow-ish.
Yeah. They might go as far as 6 miles a night while grazing for grass and then just make their way back to their spot eventually.
Do they sleep in the water?
I think so. Like, I think they'll sleep just standing up.
Cool.
Because imagine, like, laying down and just trying to get all of that weight back up.
Yeah, but the water really helps with their weight distribution.
Still, I'm just
and stuff.
saying. Guess how much they can weigh at full growth? No, we're going in tons, okay?
Yeah, 2 tons.
1.5 to 4 is the, like...
Jesus Christ.
They range in there. Oh, yeah, they don't...
That's like
sorry.
the
Side
weight
note,
of a small
earlier you
car.
asked what they eat, and they are simply herbivores.
Cool.
Yeah. Aren't they cool?
Yeah, they're really nice. I would just want to touch one. Just to, like, know what it feels like.
Okay.
They are so sleek.
And they can be up to 14 feet tall.
Like, on their hind legs, or, like... That doesn't seem right. Like, standing 14 feet tall.
The average is 9.5 to 14 feet.
Fucking hell.
So...
Yeah, I guess that does kind of make sense.
They have tiny tails, though.
Yeah.
19,
like
about like
rhinoceroses.
19 inches, which is like, yeah, that still seems like long to us, but like, I'm like, compared to the rest of you.
That's like the length of like
it's a nub.
A dog's tail can be 19 inches long.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fergus's tail is 19 inches.
It's like, it's just a nub of a tail. All right, you ready for number 4?
Yes. Oh, wow, we're already at number 4.
Yeah.
This is a fast list.
I know, just because...
No, it's fine. I mean, honestly, after last week's episode...
Now, you kept mentioning this animal earlier, and I wanted to be like, stop. It's a gorilla.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you were like, can chimpanzees, do they carry their young on their back? No, gorillas do.
No. Possums do that.
I know, but so do gorillas.
Oh, cool.
Usually...
So I was half right.
For, how long? Up to 3 years of age. The baby will just chill and cling and love and hug their mother.
Just the mother? Like the father won't do it, siblings won't do it?
No. So it is cool because they when they travel like in like their packs, they're known as troops. And there's one alpha male who can be challenged. Now, these are usually pretty peaceful creatures to each other, at least. But when they want to challenge another one, they show, like, aggressiveness, and they'll, like, throw things and throw, like, a fit to be like, look at me.
So
I should be the alpha.
Which type of gorilla are we talking here? Silverback?
No, we're talking... Sorry, mountain.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mountain gorilla. I think they're all beautiful. Okay, so honestly, I fell in love with gorillas when I was a child because of guess what movie?
Mighty Joe Young.
No.
King Kong.
No. Let's go cartoon.
I'm blanking.
Tarzan.
Oh, duh.
I said as a child, and then of course George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. That one had like talking gorillas.
Yeah.
Not like cartoon, like they actually spoke to George. I
Yeah.
love George of the Jungle so much. But no, Tarzan. I always loved. Oh God, I loved it. Not the new Real People one. The cartoon one.
I still haven't seen that one.
Much loved the Real People one.
The
because
Legend
I do
of
like
Tarzan.
the cast, but no thanks. Because in that one they made it so, which I'm sure this is what would actually happen, but the gorillas killed the parents.
True.
It wasn't the jaguar. Was it jaguar? No, it's cheetah, sorry.
Is he a cheetah?
In the cartoon, it's yellow and it has the spots.
Cheetahs and jaguars are
Am I
pretty
blanking?
close.
Anyway, so that's one of the reasons that I didn't like the newer Tarzan, because I was like, no. But Alexander Skarsgård, damn, son.
You know what's a good gorilla? King Kong, the new one.
Yeah. And all the gorillas in George of the Jungle. George just wanted to feel pretty today. Anyway, so I like them. So yeah, they're with each other. They're not aggressive unless someone is trying to challenge the alpha male. So it doesn't happen that frequently. With each other, they're quite gentle and peaceful. The leader, the alpha male, he organizes when they're going to eat, move, or nest. Like what he says fucking goes. Like us, pregnancy lasts about 9 months. Which is fascinating. And their babies weigh just 4 pounds usually. They're not us where like they'll like range from like 4 to like 10 or whatever. They're usually like right around 4 pounds of cute little fuzziness. You're just thinking about how cute that is?
Yeah. Also, I looked it up, and Sabor is a leopard.
Leopard,
Kills
goddamn.
Tarzan's parents.
Yeah. And they are another species of ape that can learn sign language quite easily.
Yeah.
Robin Williams made like
Coco.
Yeah, they were like pals. And there's a few others, but Coco was like the one that like everyone was like, oh my god, she knows sign language.
And of course, the new film Rampage.
Stop.
With The
I want to
Rock.
see that with George. I remember the first time I saw that trailer and he was like called him George. I was like, yo, shit, is this George of the Jungle? No, it's not.
Although that's completely different from the video game itself. In the video game, there are 3 people who just get like mutated by this thing, and one guy turns into a gorilla, one guy turns into a wolf, and then the woman turns into a crocodile.
Well, I like this situation better. The Rock needs a friend that's a gorilla.
They'll have just such
The Rock
plain
needs a friend
names.
as large as him.
It's
George, obviously.
George, Ralph, and Lizzie are their names.
Hi, I'm Lizzie the crocodile.
Yeah. I really want to spoil that movie just to talk
No,
about
'cause I wanna
something
see
dumb, but yeah.
I want to see it.
I'm looking Google image
Once it's
searching
on, like, on
baby
demand.
gorillas.
Yeah, they're really cute. Yeah. But yeah, I really like them. I think they can be very gentle animals. Don't you know, like, there's a video, I don't think that they should be kept in zoos, but there's one, and there's a woman who's pregnant,
Well, I think
and, like,
they
the
should be kept
gorilla
in
is,
zoos if
like-
they were at risk.
is, like, trying to, like, pet, like, her, like, belly through the glass. It's really sweet.
Yeah, they have a real capacity for empathy.
Yes, they have a lot of compassion,
Yeah.
which is why it's easier to teach them sign language, because they aren't just at all times, like, on alert.
Survival.
Yeah,
Plus they're pretty smart as well.
They are kind creatures unless provoked.
Yeah.
So, beautiful.
I don't know
Wonderful.
if they're definitely not the smartest. I think the dolphins are the second smartest animal on the face of the earth, but
Yeah.
after us.
Alright, number 3. You ready?
Yes.
It's red, and it's a fox.
Oh, okay.
It's the red fox.
I thought it was going to be red panda.
Guys, wait, real quick. Like 2-3 weeks ago, I was driving to where I work, and I saw a fox in someone's yard, and I Snapchatted, like, all my friends and you, and nobody acknowledged it. And I was like, guys, there's a fucking fox.
I never got that.
I sent it to, like, our group thing, and I said, you guys, I literally just saw a fox while I was at, like, a red light, and then it ran into
Oh, I didn't get, like, a video. You didn't get, like, a video of it.
No, it was too fast. But it was beautiful. Oh my god, it was gorgeous. And then I also think of the fox in what movie? Is that Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
He's a fox.
Yeah, that they like give a message to and he runs and they literally just lost the fox that they had on the set because he just left.
Oh, I was talking about the Disney animated movie where he is a fox.
No, sorry, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the
Might be
14th century fox or whatever the joke is.
They literally, like, the fox...
Yeah,
like,
just ran away and never came back.
It was like a trained animal and he didn't come back.
That reminds me of the time I had to go pick you up from a wedding at like 1 a.m, and on my drive there,
I wasn't gonna, like...
a young fox ran into the middle of the road.
That was a fun wedding. Shout out to my cousin.
And I took it as a sign because I had just recently found out from Pottermore.com that my Patronus is a red fox. So I was like,
my Patronus is apparently a dragonfly, but I think I'm going to retake it. But every single time I take the house quiz, I've never gotten a different house, ever.
Yeah,
in
same.
the years and years since I have read and seen Harry Potter, literally my house has never changed, and I am Hufflepuff and proud, okay?
Yeah, I've
shockingly, badgers are not on this list.
Pretty consistently been
because I'm scared of badgers.
Oh yeah, do you have like any honorable mentions? I feel like you like so many animals.
I'm scared of honey badgers, so that's not on my list.
Maybe I should do a ranking of the 4 Hogwarts houses. Number 4.
There's only 4.
Hufflepuff. Number
Fuck
3.
you.
Slytherin.
No. Okay, you know what? I hate everyone that hates Hufflepuff because it's literally the house that accepts people who don't, like, fit in. That's literally the whole point.
Here's my quick ranking,
okay, so
then.
Real quick. Sorry, guys, to get off topic. Harry Potter time. So, the 4 founders, the 3 of them were assholes, and they're like, we only want people who have, like, these qualities. We only want these people. And then fucking Helga Hufflepuff was like, you know what? Fine. There's gonna be people that don't fit into that. I'll take everyone else because love is love.
Yeah, but they still
is love, and we live closest to the kitchens.
Qualifiers, like you have to, like it's like loyalty and hard work are the 2.
Yeah, that's what like they represent, but also it is if somebody doesn't fit in elsewhere. She was like, well, we're not just gonna tell them sorry, you can't stay. You have a place in my heart. You'll be.
And we're back to Tarzan.
Sorry. Okay,
quick ranking: Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. I think Ravenclaw is technically the best.
No, they're
even
lazy.
Though I'm not one.
They're lazy. People think that Hufflepuff are all stoners. No, it's Ravenclaw. Okay, anyway, red foxes, okay? So, they mostly eat meat, like small rodents,
yes,
but they will
canines.
eat fruit and veggies and worms and fish if necessary. If they just can't find
worms
what they
and
really
fish
want.
are still meat.
Yes, I know, but I mean, like...
Pescatarian.
I said small rodents. I didn't say meat. I said they eat meat such as small rodents.
Okay.
I feel like I said small rodents so much in this episode. Let's what are small rodents? We got your mice, we got your rats, we got your bunnies, we got your chipmunks.
Squirrels.
We got your squirrels. We got your... Would a hedgehog count?
Chipmunks.
No, I just said hedgehog. I meant groundhog.
Yeah, I think
Speaking of groundhogs, remember when you had one in your kitchen?
Oh god, don't remind me.
Anyway, so... Like cats, their tails aid in their balance. So they're very balanced.
Do they have prehensile tails?
If that's what the word is, then that's what it is.
That's a tail that the actual animal can control every movement of, like a monkey or a cat.
So they are very, they're very balanced animals. They use their bushy tail, because it is hella bushy, to wrap around themselves and keep warm in the cold, and also to signal other foxes of their presence, like a flag.
Cool.
They'll stick it straight up and just wave it around. So they also pee on things to announce their presence to other foxes. They
like
pee
dogs,
and then they're like,
cats.
I'm here. This is me. Call me.
They're like a weird blend of a dog and a cat, even though they are canines. Them and are raccoons considered canines or raccoons felines?
I believe they're felines. Speaking of felines, there's a cat trying to get in here.
Let him in.
And he's clawing at the carpet.
Let him in.
Okay.
Let him in.
Okay.
Here he comes. I want to see my little boy. Here he comes. Want to see my little boy.
Here he comes. All right, anyway, so more about the red foxes. So the females are known as vixens, which I like.
I've heard that, but I never can remember that.
Yeah.
What about males?
I actually didn't find that. I don't know why I didn't find that.
They're probably just
I think it was another situation where while I was babysitting, I was like, oh, the kids are killing each other.
It's probably just dog or something.
Their babies are also known as pups.
Yeah.
So red foxes are born brown or gray before their coat changes. Isn't that cool?
Yes, kits.
That's it.
Wait, no, that's
that
the babies.
right.
That's the babies as well.
Also, yeah, pups are kits.
Have you heard a male fox's scream? They're very funny.
And I don't want to hear it again.
I'm gonna find it.
But yeah, so they're born brown or gray, which I think is cool because they're like mood rings. They change to red.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, okay.
Whoa. It's like a...
Is he gonna do it again? I don't
it's like a weird blend of a bark and just a yell.
Yeah. They can have litters as small as 2 and as large as 12.
Fuck. That's a lot.
And they are carriers for, yep, you guessed it, rabies.
Yeah.
Pretty much all foxes are.
That's not good.
Yeah, which sucks. Doesn't necessarily mean that they have it or symptoms of it, but if you get a bite, get yourself checked. Okay, because you might get rabies.
I was right. A male red fox is called a dog.
You dog. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, Dan, I know that you love foxes, so I thought that you would enjoy that pick for number 3.
I do like foxes a lot.
For numero 3. I think they're really cool because they just remind me of cats, too. So,
they're like the cattiest canine.
Yeah. They're so catty. Sorry, guys, I feel like this list is going by, really fast.
That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, a nice little...
Quickie? How long are we in?
It's 52 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I guess we have been getting off on tangents about
It's just
other
gone
things,
pretty quickly.
so it's okay. All right, so number 2, they live in the cold. Take a guess.
Polar bears.
No, but that was a possibility for
Seals.
us. No, they...
Penguins.
Yes.
What kind of penguin?
Emperor.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, they're the largest of the penguin species. So, if I'm going to meet one, I want it to be a thick penguin.
Okay.
Careful, he's going to pull your headphones.
It's okay. I've got a cat on my lap now.
Yeah.
Let's get the cat's opinion on this.
Are you ASMRing your cat right now?
A little bit.
He's not doing anything because you're shoving his face into the microphone. He's licking his lips, okay? Can you hear it?
Yeah, you can hear him purring.
All right, Ash, get down. So yes, like I said, biggest species. I can't say that word. Species. Is that it? Yeah.
Yes.
Of penguins. So I like them.
I should have found all the Latin names for all these animals.
I thought about it, but I didn't. Real quick, back to the hippopotamus.
Missed
The
opportunity.
Greeks are the one who started calling it the river horse. So there's that.
I don't think the Greeks had ever seen a horse then.
No.
They were like, should we... God, that's not a Greek accent. Jesus Christ.
What the shit? Somebody ate my spaghetti.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Anyway.
What should we call this thing?
Still not
it's
Greek.
kind of like a horse. River horse.
Okay, anyway. I like them because... I just think it's funny. They, since they're in the cold and there's a lot of wind where they live, they huddle in groups and they take turns. Like, a few will go to the very center to get all of the warmth, and then when they're done, they move to the outside and they just keep, rotating who gets to be in the middle, so they share the warmth, which I think is really cute.
I think that in the wintertime, humans that live in cities or something
Should do that.
Should do very similar things. When you're just walking on the sidewalk, you just go into the middle for a little bit and then you move to the outside and you just
That's basically
everyone's
what happens with
doing
these.
a
Except this is in very large groups. So this is like a flipped situation, because when the female lays an egg, she leaves for like up to 2 months to go hunting and eating and get all her belly full, while the guy has to watch the penguin and does not eat at all in those 2 months.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, keeps the egg between.
That's what the March of the Penguins was about, right?
I believe so. I never saw that. I saw Happy Feet, though.
That and, like, the migration of a penguin
Guys,
herd.
real quick. Happy Feet is so fucking good.
I feel like I've mentioned it before, but when you find out who the director and creator of Happy Feet is, as well as Surf's Up,
I never saw Surf's Up.
It kind of, like, makes you question everything. It's
God.
George Miller, who is also famous for inventing or creating and directing every single entry in the Mad Max franchise. Those are his
so does
two
it make you love Happy
brainchild.
Feet more?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. His two brainchildren are Happy Feet and Mad Max.
I want Max to somehow find a penguin.
Could not be more different from one another.
But anyway, so the guys protect the egg between like their legs and their fat that they've got down there to keep it warm. They don't eat at all, like I said. And then when the ladies return, once the egg is like about to hatch or has just hatched, they regurgitate most of the food that they collected for the baby. And then the guys leave so that they can go get some food. Sorry. Cool thing about them is that in the water, while like they're hunting for fish and stuff, they can dive up to 1,850 feet to hunt underwater.
Wow.
They don't have to, but it's like if they can't find anything, they can dive that long and they can stay underwater for up to 20 minutes before having to come up.
You know what? Well,
That's fucking cool.
How come the moms get to leave and they have to leave the dad to do all of the work?
But then once it's born, the dads leave.
I'm becoming a men's rights activist for penguins.
It's like the only species that you could do that with. So the moms have a type of pouch, not exactly
and the seahorse. Pouch. I'm starting a men's rights group to represent penguins and seahorses. It is not the man's responsibility or solely the man.
What about like praying mantises? Don't the
praying mantis as well?
Don't they like cut
and
off the
spiders?
Head? The moms die after they lay their babies.
But they eat the father.
They die to have the children. So does the dad. Anyway, so they have a type of pouch, not exactly like a kangaroo, but a type of pouch that the baby stays in for like 90% of their first few months, like up to like a year, or else the baby wouldn't survive because of how cold.
Isn't it more just like a big fat deposit that just kind of creates a little enclosure between the mom's feet?
Because otherwise the chick would just not survive in the conditions.
Penguins mate for life, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Do they actually go and like get a shell or something, or like a rock?
I don't remember exactly. I know they mate for life, but honey,
I'm gonna look it up.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Because that was an element in Happy Feet, and I just want to make sure
and they sang Prince.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's sing. But yeah, so I think that's kind of cool that like they choose to stay in such harsh weather conditions, but they still do it. So it's kind of fascinating. Are you finding out about the mating for life thing?
Most penguin species are monogamous. However, research shows that some females may have 1 to 3 partners in one season, and some males may have 1 or 2 partners.
That's okay.
So.
Alright, I'm ready for my final one. Are you ready for this?
Oh, wait. Adele penguin males throw scarcely available rocks at the feet of females to get their attention. So they're rare rocks that the males will go and find. What happens
in the second
and bring.
In the one Happy Feet, Robin Williams penguin, I just remember they were all leaving rocks for him.
Yeah, but he was he was a macaroni penguin.
Isn't that the kind that's in Surf's Up?
Yeah.
I've still never seen that. I just remember seeing like posters for it.
This is an Adele penguin.
Nice. Oh, you Adele.
Hello from the other side.
Okay. Anyway, are you ready for my number 1 pick?
Yeah.
You have sort of mentioned a type of this.
Dragonfly.
No. I told you no insects are on
Dragon.
This. No.
Baby boy.
No.
Baby.
I have said babbies a lot.
Evil.
It's red.
Oh, a red panda.
Yes! That I have seen at the zoo, but like I said, I want to fucking meet that guy.
Yeah, they're really, really interesting animals.
They're gorgeous. They're kind of like a mix of your average panda and raccoons.
Isn't it actually that they were named the red panda first, and then panda bears were named after them because of the eyes?
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah.
They're their larger relatives. But yeah, so raccoon and panda made a red panda.
Ooh.
Oh. The average size is like the size of a house cat.
Cool.
So yeah, think our cat Kahlua. Think of that as a red panda. He's tubby enough.
You want to know something I don't get why they never addressed in the Kung Fu Panda canon is the fact that Master Shifu is a red panda. They never say like, oh, you're like related to one another in some weird way.
Master Shifu did not want to be related to him.
Those movies are fucking awesome. That is a consistently good series. Honestly, a little better than the Shrek series in that respect.
A little? A lot.
Shrek 1 and 2 are pretty untouchable. But then 3 and 4 are not very good at all.
Which one has the donkey dragon hybrid babies?
That's 2 onward. Because they're born at the end of 1.
I love, because I saw something the other day and it was like, how come like when different like animals or something in cartoons like have like a baby together, they always look like just one of the parents. Like
all the boys look like the dad and all the girls look like the mom.
And then somebody just put a picture of the weird donkey dragon combos and they're like, really? Shrek changing the rules, okay?
Yeah. That is a weirdly common occurrence.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, all the boys, 101 Dalmatians. They all look exactly the same, except for the one that doesn't have any spots.
They're the exact same breed of dog. But in Lady and the Tramp 2, the one boy looks like...
Yeah, but dog breed...
Tramp, and
doesn't work like that.
3 girls look like the
lady.
mom, like Lady.
Whoever did that does not understand dog breeding. It's not like, oh, only half of the litter will be one breed and then the other half will be the other breed.
It can happen where like one might look like just a specific breed, but...
True, I mean, Stark's brother looked more like
a husky. But it's not like all of them are. Anyway, their tails are usually about 18 inches long. So that is what slightly.
So an inch shorter than a hippopotamus tail.
Yep. So that is what, like, so their length is longer than a house cat. They spend most of their times in trees, even sleeping, and they're mostly active at night. Like they are like awake during the day, but like when they're really like busy, it's at night. And like a regular panda, they do eat bamboo, but they have a much wider range in diet compared to regular pandas. And they don't have a thumb, but they have an extended wrist bone that acts like a thumb. Isn't that
Is it called
weird?
I'm just saying this off the top of my head, the radial sesamoid?
Sure, Dan. Anyway, and average pandas do too. They have the extended bone.
Yep.
But it acts
That's
as
how
a
they
thumb
can
for them.
hold onto bamboo
Yeah.
shoots.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is really cool.
Now, red pandas are very shy and they're very solitary. The only time that they're not shy and solitary is when they're like, I gotta mate. I gotta get out there and I gotta have a baby. So then they stop being shy for like a day to go mate. And then like, okay, bye.
You know, it's a great video.
They ghost them.
That one of a red panda being scared by a zookeeper, like just like opening the door or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, wah! And falls over.
So the babies stay in the nests for 90 days after they are born.
I don't think I've ever seen a red panda baby.
Yes, because they stay in their nest.
Okay. I mean, like a picture of
and
one.
the males take absolutely no interest in their young.
As it should be.
Literally none.
The men's rights activist group
Stop.
for
You're
penguins,
making people hate you.
praying mantises, seahorses, spiders.
What else was it?
I know, that was it.
Was it?
Back the choice of the red panda male.
Anyway, I just wanted to meet them because I think they're precious and also just they're really cool looking.
Oh my
Now,
God.
I have seen them at the Philadelphia Zoo, but it was really crowded that day and I couldn't get up quite close enough to really see them, okay?
The red panda babies aren't even red. They're like brown.
Like how I described that foxes' babies aren't?
Yeah, kind of similar.
Yeah, the pigment doesn't come out.
I mean, like humans. Like, I was born blonde.
So was
they
I.
look like
But now I have-
bears, honestly,
Yeah.
as babies.
They're
Look like
related
bear
to the
cubs.
panda bear.
Pandas aren't actually bears.
I know, but they're related to the species that looks like a bear. So obviously they might have some bear-like traits in them. Yeah, isn't that cool?
I see you.
I think they're really cute and beautiful and just precious.
Are they vicious?
I also really like them because they're not as lazy as regular pandas. I'm not saying that I'm not a lazy person, but if I could be one of them, I think I would choose red because it's pretty and they're not lazy.
And they're tiny and adorable and fluffy.
Precious. They're like the size of a cat. But yeah, that's my list of animals that I would like to meet and that I really like.
Interesting list. I always forget how much I just know about animals just from exposure, I guess.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
I love animals.
Elephant would be on my list, but as a youngin', we went to the zoo with like cousins and stuff, and that was when they still had the elephants at the Philadelphia Zoo, and they had camels too, and you could take like a ride on one, and like all my cousins and siblings chose the camels, and I was like, guys, I'm going on the fucking elephants. Me and my mom got to ride the elephant. It was a beautiful experience, and 2 of the camels shit while everyone else was on them, so I was like, choose a fucking elephant, and I still have the picture today of me. I think I was only like 4 or 5, and I'm just like, wee, elephant.
I feel like a camel is like
really cool.
Way more common at like a petting zoo or something. Like
yeah. I wouldn't
well, like
say
the
that.
chances of running into a camel that you can ride are far greater than an elephant.
Yeah, and elephants are fucking cool. And it was like, dude, so tall. So tall.
Are you talking about like petting zoo things?
But no, we do not have elephants at the Philadelphia Zoo anymore.
When my older sister turned 4 or 5, my parents, since she really, really loved horses, like my sister was like a horse kid.
Yeah.
Like
she
the
was
horse kid of in her grade.
We had one of those.
Like she loved, maybe she was older actually, but she freaking loved horses. My parents were like,
calm down. Oh god.
We're gonna get a horse for her birthday, like 2 horses to come like to do rides.
Yeah, we did that for
like
one of my
rides.
nieces. And it was cool.
And my sister went under a table and cried because the horses weren't invited to her party. She didn't invite the horses, so they weren't allowed to come. Yeah.
What a brat! No, my niece, she loved it. I was sad because the niece that it was for, we are 10 years apart, and it was for her like 5th birthday, and I was like 15, and I was like, I want to ride on the pony, but I couldn't because all the little kids were, and I was too big for the pony.
True.
It was a very tiny pony.
Oh no, these are like full-sized horses.
Yeah, but I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I want to go on the pony, but my niece and her friends are going on. I was really sad. And I was like, Mom, let me on the pony. No, I wasn't. I was more mature than that, but still.
My sister should have invited you to her party when you were like
not
2. 1 or 2.
You said it was your oldest sister?
Older sister, not my oldest.
Oh, so I was 2.
Yeah.
Me and a sister are 2 years, 2 days apart.
That's weird.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 years, 2 days. Her birthday is 2 days before mine. 2 years before. Hi, Stark. There's a dog in here. Now, an animal that I've always wanted to meet is a dog. Never met one.
Come here. Do you have anything to say?
People.
There we go. That's Stark's input on the episode today.
Yeah. What? Any of the animals on the list that you want to meet?
Basically all of them. I'd be down to meet essentially any of them.
But like I said with the hippo, a distance. I don't want to die.
I feel like they're like docile.
Shorter distance, but yeah. But like, I think it's funny that people were like, they sweat blood, and it was like, no, it's not blood.
What about like
really?
A bat?
Oh, Stella and Luna was one of my favorite books as a child. So yeah, I'd meet a fruit bat. I just remember the birds that were like raising her kid, trying to give her like worms, that she was like, oh, like no. And then she found fruit and she was like, yes, lighten up my senses. Yeah, Stella Luna made me. Oh, that's another dog.
Oh, he's upset. My dad just left the house.
He has attachment issues.
Yeah.
The dog.
Even though we're all here. The other dog and the cat and both of us are here. He's just such a drama queen. Oh, he's getting Stark a little bit riled up.
So on this note.
All right, yeah. That wraps up episode 9. That was a nice little, even though it felt really short, it was not, but
It's my bad.
No,
it's because we started talking about Tarzan and stuff like that.
Pretty normal length episode. So thank you for tuning into this episode of 10 for 10. I have no clue what I'm going to do for this week's episode because...
Yeah, I wrote this, started it yesterday, finished today because I had another list that I was possibly doing.
I have finals this week, so I don't really know what I'm going to do.
There's a possibility that we might skip next week. Small possibility if Dan really needs to study.
Yeah,
Though
I mean, I
he
can't
will
imagine it getting it
overstudy,
too.
but
Yeah,
still.
too bad.
And I'm
honestly,
not
this
doing
is
2 weeks in a row
this is a
again.
good break. Yeah. Plus, now I get all the even ones, so I get to do like the benchmark episodes, like 10 and 50.
Really? I get to do 27.
You get to do 25. Why did you
Yeah.
say 27?
So I like that
You get to do
number.
25.
So I like that
You got to
number.
do like 25 and 75 and
Unless
cetera,
we
et cetera.
do something where I have to do 2 in a row or you do 2 in a row.
yeah.
And we have some friends who are coming home from schooling and such
Yeah, college.
soon, so there's a possibility that they might
Yeah, even
want
become
to
like
chime in. We do have a friend who has an episode that they want to do, like they want to do their own list, but we just have to figure out when.
there's a potential that one of those friends might even just become like a temporary regular on the show for a couple weeks.
busy.
If they're here and they're able to, might as well just join in. It's nice to have an extra
I think we're thinking of a different
person.
friend.
Yeah, we're thinking of 2 different
We're
friends.
thinking we have a friend who definitely would do lists in video games and like anime and stuff.
Oh,
Anime,
yeah.
me and Dan really don't have much of opinion, so that would be a welcome surprise. Okay. And then I don't know which friend you're speaking of.
Kaylee, who's just been on the show, and Avery, both of them who have already been on the show.
Avery, we already know what list Avery's going to do. Top 10 reasons why Boss Baby should have won an Oscar.
Yes, she did say that.
And just talking about her favorite minions.
Jesus Christ.
Minions.
All right, well, thank you again.
Update, guys. I've seen Despicable Me 3. I saw it the other day.
Me 3.
Despicable Me.
3 Despicable, 3 Me.
2 Harry, 2 Potter.
Well, thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you liked it, be sure to tell your friends, enemies, family members, yourself every morning in the mirror.
Lovers.
Write a note. Be sure to leave us feedback or
Email
ratings
us.
if it's possible. Email us at 10for10pod@gmail.com. Tweet us at 10for10. That's it. Just at 10for10pod.
Facebook us.
Yeah, just like us on Facebook where we are 10 for 10 on there. And
Airmail us. Snail mail us.
Okay, I'm not giving my address.
We don't have an Instagram, so we can't tell you.
Maybe we should get an Instagram. That's what all the hot kids are on. All the
Who are the hot kids?
hot boys and gamer girls. Dog bliss.
So all boys are hot and only gamer girls are hot?
No, gamer girls are in their own area. You just don't watch Nakey Jakey and you don't get it, Jess.
I watch Jack's films. Jack's films, congratulations on your wedding.
Oh my god.
Aaron, I love you. You're from Philadelphia and you went to Temple.
Of course, go see Avengers Infinity War.
Yes, please do.
Just, it is
Cry with me.
fantastic.
If you need a friend to go with, hit me up. I'll see it again.
Okay, yeah.
Dan said
Jess
he needs
will
a break.
fly herself out to anywhere in the world.
Because we have... No. No.
You just said
In the Philadelphia area.
in the tri-state area. Would you go to
Tri-state.
New Jersey or Maryland or
Whenever I
New
hear
York?
the tri-state area, I just think of Phineas and Ferb. Throw it back to number 10 with the platypus. But... But yeah, if you need a friend, hit me up. I'll go
All right.
for the third time.
Thank you again.
Thanks. What are your
We
favorite
will.
animals?
Yeah, let us know what animals you want to meet.
Okay.
I guess there's a difference between favorite animals and animals you want to meet.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Same time next week. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.